Hello and welcome to Shadows over Loathing, the spiritual successor, though not entirely a sequel, to West of Loathing, which in and of itself is a sequel to Kingdom of Loathing. So Kingdom of Loathing obviously being fantasy themed, West of Loathing, as you might have seen, being Western themed, and Shadows over Loathing being themed after eldritch and cosmic horror in the style of H.P. Lovecraft. The title is of course a throwback to H.P. Lovecraft's story called Shadows over Innsmouth, with loathing here being the case. I have adjusted the options, mostly the audio settings, because this game, as you can see, much like its predecessor, is in black and white. So, let's do one and get into it. Moving company, WA. Oh, we have a paper for our head. And if we walk into the streets, we get hit by a car. Okay. Oh, game over! Okay, well... Now we know! Don't walk into traffic, kids! Can I go... You hear the sounds of a diner behind you. Maybe someone in there can help you with your little magazine on the face problem. Or I could give up. Nah. This smells like a diner, and it smells like they're open. Hopefully they don't have a no shirt, no shoes magazine stuck to your face, no service sign posted. Right. The Nightingale welcomes all travelers. Try coffee. You'll like it, eventually. Yeah, I'm having a cup right now. If I'm a little bit sniffly, that's because I have had my morning glass of apple juice with a ginger shot on the side, and that's, as you might know, ginger very much opens up the nostrils. So if I'm a little bit sniffly, that's why. Otherwise, I'd gone for some recording tea if I was actually getting sick. You shouldn't bother anybody until you can get this magazine off of your face. But how will I get this magazine off of my face if I don't have someone else to help me? This table occupied? You can't be sure until you get this magazine off your face. There's a big glass and metal box here, but you can't actually see what it is. It's the bathroom? Probably? You blunder your way into the bathroom and eventually find the sink. After fumbling with the faucet for a while, you manage to disentangle yourself from the magazine. You stare into the mirror, revealing... Yes? Oh! Customization! My face! Now this is monobrow. See, I feel like this is closer to my actual beard. Like, I do have a goatee. Well, not entirely a goatee. I have a chin sort of strap, but I don't have the mustache part of it. But I do have hair. I'm tempted by this monocled fellow here. Pompadour? Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. It's... it's between... I could go just regular old bloke. Let's see, how many do I actually like? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. I didn't really do it. I mean, I think I did roll a die for class selection in the first game. So I suppose I could get some rolling done. I reckon we'll probably get something similar to a class, but unlike West of Loathing, I haven't watched any playthroughs of Shadows over Loathing. So I'm a little more on bare grounds here, and I hope that there aren't any bears. Right, let's just roll for it. I'm not gonna film that. It's perhaps a little too much for a D6 for just that. Yeah. That's a 5. Okay. Pompadour it is, then. Well, that's fine. There you are. Okay, now I can see. That would likely also mean that I can now interact with people. A couple of older folks are having an animated discussion. Well, one of them is. The way these young women act these days with their short hair and sassy talk and dresses that don't even cover their ankles? It's scandalous, and those dances they do flailing around like I don't know what. I thought Prohibition would have put the kibosh on that sort of tomfoolery, but no, sir. Can't imagine dancing a waltz to the music they're playing nowadays, though. And that's the problem right there. This newfangled jazz music with all the drums and clarinets and such. What kind of word is that anyway? Jazz. I think our cups got switched. You're supposed to be drinking decaf. Caffeine makes that guy angry. A couple of young women are chatting breezily over coffee. Hey Mac, what town is this? Poughkeepsie. Are you two traveling? Yeah, Ocean City is turning into a real sawmill, so we boosted her Jelly Beans Breezer for a weekend whirl to the hot potato. Oh, Bushwa, you make it sound like we went south with it. I flew him a kite, everything's Jake. Geez, I'm pretty sure I'm only 3 or 4 years older than you two, and I barely understand what you're saying. What are you, a cancel stamp? Go put some pepper in your shoes. Yeah, I'll try that. Obviously, the diner matron is who we are to talk to, but I'm going to talk to everyone else first. This man is concentrating very hard on his coffee. Hi there, is there something particularly interesting about that coffee? It's my first one. Of the day? No, it's my first coffee ever. Oh, what do you think? I think it's a bad beverage. It's bitter and it makes my stomach hurt. Ah, well, it's not for everybody, I suppose. Yeah, I think I'll have another one after this, though. And then maybe every morning for the rest of my life. That's how they get you. Well, enjoy. So I think that is actually new to this compared to the first one. You can use your mouse wheel to scroll. You couldn't do that in the first one. You actually had to use the keyboard buttons. So either W and S or up and down. It's the small things. Okay, now let's talk to the diner lady. Well, hello there, I'm Ethel. No! You know, I kind of like the idea that our bumbling Western idiot somehow, even though from the gold rush and the West, so the West was set in like 1895, I think was the year. I mean, 35 years is not that long, which is sort of where the standard setting of most Call of Cthulhu things are set. Like, they're usually set in and around the 1920s. Some a bit later, some a bit earlier, but that's sort of the main constellation of Lovecraft stories take place in roughly around that time. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the rainbows again because I think it's funny. First name Rain. I'm Rain. Rain who? Bows. Rainbows. Pleased to meet you, Rainbows. What can I get you? Can I get a cup of coffee? Sure can. Best cup in the state. If I may say so myself, that'll be one meat. Shoot, I'm flat broke. What a that's a shame. Anything else? Does the bus to Ocean City pick up here? Sure does. Should be here any minute. Good thing too, I hear we're in for rain tonight. What makes you go to Ocean City? My uncle lives there. I got a letter from him. He wants me to help him with something. That's a reason, hon, but somebody else's reason. What's your reason? Ethel locks eyes with you. Ooh. Does this affect anything? It seems kinda like a class thing. Let's go for this one. I just really want to help. Your uncle must be pretty important to you. Of course he is, his family after all. Oh! So it kind of was important in that it, like, got a big heart, which stores a lot of love and a not insignificant amount of extra blood. Of course he is his family after all. Oh, what's your uncle's name? Murray. Murray's one lucky guy. So, is that... meat only, no credit. Ah, well. Do you believe that there was perhaps some way to swindle someone out of a bit of meat? Actually, can we go into the restroom again? Yes. You were just in there a few seconds ago. If you go in again, people will think you're weird. Will they? Oh, they got one of those new meat-operated multi-selection phonographs, or jukeboxes as the kids call them. Neat. Hey, there's something in the coin return. Ha-ha! Oh! Yes! Oh, great. Ethel pours you a steaming hot cup of fresh black Java. Diner coffee. Nope. Ethel said the bus would be here any minute. Go out and wait for it. Ooh, prologue. I was not aware that you could die before the prologue. People get on the bus. You pull out the letter you got from Uncle Murray and read it again. Murray's Antiquities, 111 Plunkett Street, Ocean City. Dear Rain, I hope this letter finds you well, and I hope it finds you quickly. Something quite serious has happened, and I need the help of your adventuresome spirit. Come to my shop in Ocean City as soon as you're able, please. Your Uncle Murray. A clown? What's a clown doing on the bus? You're just about to go mad from the monotony of the ride when the bus suddenly judders to a stop. You look out the window expecting to see the sights and sounds of Ocean City, but instead you see an endless expanse of extremely wet trees. Uh-oh. It's the bus driver. What's going on? This doesn't look like Ocean City. Nope, sorry about this, we're out of gas. Geez, you didn't fill her up before we left. I filled up the bus, but this trip takes exactly 1 tank full of gas. He hands you an empty gas can, plus 1 additional can. Ah, swell. Why do I have to get it? Well, I'd go myself sick for 2 reasons. Those being, firstly, being as I'm the bus driver, I'm legally responsible for this bus and I gotta keep an eye on it. Secondly, because of my leg. What's wrong with your leg? It's attached to a fella that doesn't want to go wandering into the rain at night. Alright. Yes, I don't have much choice. Can I borrow your umbrella at least? This is a left-handed umbrella. Nuts. Sorry about that. Here, I do have a flashlight you can use, though. Well, he's not actually wrong, because it was incredibly... like, the first couple of cars were actually not started with a car key as an ignition part. So stealing a car was actually incredibly easy, as most cars were just needed a crank and a button to start the ignition. Sometimes a combination of those and sometimes just one. But like, if they didn't... car keys for ignition, that wasn't a thing until the 1950s. Yeah, there's a pretty big gap between 1920s early cars and the actual key for starting the ignition of a car. So car theft was a lot easier. Though car keys for locking the car doors did start to become a thing at sort of around the mid-1920s. Well, here's gas canisters full of water. There's a little bit of gas left in this pump, but there's no hose on it. Seems like yesterday that gas only cost 6 and 5 and 15/64 meat a gallon. Ah, those were the days. The station seems to have run out of service. Qa'Rajh Automotive, established in 1990. Oh. Hello? I do see that bat. There's an old baseball bat leaning against the wall here. 7 meat. Cheese loaf. Ew, nobody in their right mind would consider this vile substance a snack. This sign says employees only. Are you an employee? No. Well, since the place is out of business, it probably wouldn't hurt for anything you go back there. It probably hurt anything for you to go back there, I guess. Thank you. If a broken radio can still be considered nice, this is a pretty nice radio. Nope. 4 of the drawers contain nothing but old receipts and pencil stubs. The 5th one is locked. So we need to find a key. The shelf smells of axle grease and old paint, probably because that's what's on it. This shelf is laden with miscellaneous electrical widgets and doodads. You don't have any use for them, though. The shelf is full of old personnel files. Each object that you examine on this shelf is dirtier and more boring than the one you looked at before. Ooh. Oh, well, Nope, doesn't have any power. That old flivver looks promising as a sort of gas, but you can't reach it while it's up on the lift. As advertised, this is a box containing 1 fuse. However, the fuse is broken, which is probably not intended. You should keep an eye out for a replacement. Must be something around here. Alright, looking for a fuse. Well, I'm kind of wanting to go a little bit right first. No. You wouldn't make a dog walk 6 miles in the rain, no matter how bad it wanted to. I don't know. Now with extra lead. Finnegan's optional boxing gym. You don't have to fight if you don't want to. Oh, hello. A miserable-looking hitchhiker is standing in the rain, listlessly sticking out her thumb. Hi there. Her head turns very slowly to face you. Her eyes don't quite meet yours. Can you give me a lift? I need to get to Albany. Sorry, I'm going the other way. Oh. Also, I don't have a car. Oh. What's your name? I'm Rain. Lydia. Nice to meet you, Lydia, although I admit the circumstances isn't great. A 3 seems a little rude. We don't need to know why she's going to Albany. Do you know where I can get some gas? Gas? The bus I was on ran out and the driver sent me to find some more. Bus? Yeah, I'm trying to get to Ocean City. I've never been there. Well, okay then. So, what's in Albany? Do you have any family there? No, I just want to go somewhere new. Albany isn't new, though. It's one of the oldest cities in the country. Haha. Okay, that's fair. Movies are quite a new thing, so how about this rain, huh? Lydia looks slightly surprised and glances around slowly. Oh, it's raining. Yeah, sure is. What a night to be stuck out on the road, right? I hadn't noticed. I get the feeling you aren't much of a noticer. Well, anyway, seen any good movies lately? I saw Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at Nickelodeon. Oh, that's a classic. What do you think? It's very scary. I liked it. I prefer comedies myself. Have you seen the new Buster Keaton one, The Cameraman? I don't know who that is. Oh, he's great. You have to see Sherlock Jr. That's my favorite. Really terrific. Read any good books lately? I've read The Invisible Man. It was really good. Oh, yeah, H.G. Wells is great. Have you read his new one? The War in the Air? I don't care for it. The one I'm thinking of is Mr. Something on Something Island. I forget the name, but it was terrible. His early works are his best, like The Time Machine. Yeah, I love that one. I'm glad we'll finally find something we were able to connect on, Lydia. So, okay, goodbye, good luck. This field is extremely corny. So it's probably not her house then. Oh, hello, turtle. The turtle is stuck on its back. Why aren't you helping it? I am helping it. There you go, buddy. Now please don't turn into some horrible abomination. Hey, I ain't want to be unfriendly, but this is private residence y'all just barked into. Gee, sorry. Everything's so desolate outside. I guess I just assumed this place was abandoned. Well, come morning you'll be right, so you might as well get in out of the rain for a spell. Thanks. My name's Rainbows. Howdy, Rain. I'm Elias Chekhov. Make yourself at home. Do you think, given his last name, that we have to find a gun? Ooh, character sheet. Basic humanity. None. Oh, so. Well, I suppose we'll get something with XPs once we start getting more XP. There's a weird device on top of this box. What's this funny looking thing? That's a duck call. What's it for? It's for calling ducks. Oh, fun. Used to be. Don't work anymore on account of being haunted. Haunted? Yeah, well, not haunted exactly, but a bunch of spiders got in there and now it sounds all scary when you blow it. I see. If you want it, it's yours. You gingerly take the duck call, trying very hard not to think about spiders. What spiders? Good job. Okay. Here. Ooh. There's nothing on the clothesline except a pair of socks and an old gun. You take the gun and leave the socks. They don't look safe. That scarecrow is a bit more intimidating than usual. The crows around here must be real aggressive. I ain't scared. Okay. Oh, we got a crow. Gideon. The wren. Oh, okay. Well, it's not a crow then. It intends to shoot me for 5 damage, and I have 13. A shoot crow. Ooh. Haunting quack. Decreases muscle mysticality and moxie by 1. Using a skill that costs action point does not end your turn. You will not end your turn until you make a basic attack. Throw rock. That's my standard. Even though I have a gun. I mean, I could do this. So its stats can't go lower than 1. Okay. Swaggity. Ooh, 1 hit point. That, okay, so I am better at throwing. Oh, okay. So I can do that on top of a regular attack. Well, before it. Oh, so instead of having just a set amount of AP per turn, I gain AP back each round. Okay. The shoot crow is defeated. Now that's just a regular scarecrow with a gun. Can I? This thing's crow menacing days are over. Oh. It's an old tractor. There's an old rag shoved in where the gas can should be. Pull the rag out. You pull the rag out and sniff the tank. Smells like there's a little gas in there. Hey! I hope Farmer Chekhov Did not mind that. I mean, there's gotta be something with a gun for him. Seeing as, you know, his name is Chekhov. Chekhov's gun. There's a rifle hanging over the fireplace. Are you leaving this rifle behind? Yup. How come? Well, it's a varmint rifle, and where I go, there ain't any varmints. There's vermin, to be sure, and critters such like that. But the almanac doesn't list any examples of a varmint, qua varmint, if you know what I mean. I do know what you mean. And no need to fret over it now, in any case. That gun is for later. Later? Yep, much later. Huh, okay. That's Chekhov's gun. These boxes are labeled bears. Are these boxes really full of bears? Nah, those boxes are all canned pears. I had a little fun writing the labels is all. You want a can? I got one that left that didn't fit. Thanks. These boxes are all labeled gears. My daughter Simone left these behind when she went off to school. Figured I should keep them for her. That makes sense. Tears. Wait, are these boxes of tears or tears? Don't be ridiculous. You can't be neither of them in a box. That don't really make any kind of sense. No, it does not. Kitchen's Ink brand sink. This door looks like it hasn't been used in a while. Where does this door lead, I ask you? Spare bedroom. Ain't been used forever. I don't even bother opening the door since that dust devil got in there. Feel free to help yourself, though I doubt you'll find much use. Dust devil? Yep. Those critters are a real nuisance around here. They're attracted to beds that ain't been cleaned under properly, and since I lost my broom back in 26, it's been a real, what someone called it, nutrient-rich environment. Ornery little beast get real territory. Okay. Ooh. Shelf full of pulp westerns. Showdown at Owl Gulch. Oh! There was something I got from that. We'll look at it in just a bit. Hey! What did we acquire? Did we acquire something? The handgun's tail unlocks advanced trick shooting techniques. Oh, so I can have a melee weapon or a ranged weapon. Okay. Well, Moxie +1 physical damage. Muzzle +1 physical damage. Okay, so there's no real... Everything you own in this trunk, including your portable carpet steamer. What? You shouldn't unpack your bags in somebody else's room. Okay. I wonder what coffee will do, but I don't need it right now. Nope. It's a loose floorboard here. Okay, good to know. That dust devil is really kicking up some dickens under there. Are you sure? Jacob said these things are pretty dangerous. Let's wait until we have at least some skill increases. Shells. What's in there? Stocks? Scissors. Yeah, for shearing. This is a very large box, considering that most people own either 0 or 1 class ring. Is this box really full of class rings? Yep, about 140 of them. Did you go to college 140 times? No, of course not. I just collect them is all. Why? Well, they're rare, but not very rare. They're all different and interesting ways, and they're shiny. And there's a collecting trifecta. Ah, well, okay then. This door is locked with some kind of elaborate electric lock. What's with this door? Oh, that's my daughter Simone's room, who's left for college. Hopefully she ain't left anything important in there, because I've plumb forgot how to work that crazy lock she invented. This door leads to the bathroom. Can I use your bathroom? Sure. How did you know that door was to the bathroom, though? I've always had a knack for knowing which doors lead to bathrooms, is all. Well, good for you, I guess. Ha ha ha! You floss Chekhov's toilet, hoping it won't come back to haunt you later. Hi, Rain. Hey there, good looking. Oh, what's wrong? Why, what a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Ugh. Blah, 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 blah. I just assume this looks good. Back to normal. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what that was for, but hey. Okay. Chekhov. So, you're moving out? Yep. I've finished packing, so now I'm just waiting for the movers to come and take this last load of stuff. You got movers coming in the middle of the night? Nah, in the morning. But I went and packed my teddy bear and forgot which box it's in. Can't sleep. Why are you leaving? Well, my daughter went off to college, so there's nothing keeping me here. I never particularly cared for farming anyhow. Just kind of fell into it, you know? So I reckon I'd take the opportunity to retire and travel a bit, see what kind of trouble I can get up to. Nice. So what's your story? What you doing out here on a night like this? I got a letter from my Uncle Murray. It sounded urgent, so I hopped on a bus to Ocean City. I ain't sure how to tell you this, but you got a ways to go yet. Yeah, the bus ran out of gas, so the driver sent me to scavenge for some. I got you. Well, I think there's an old gas can in the barn out back. You're welcome to it. Thanks. Gotta warn you, though. You'll have to fight my daughter for it. What? Well, technically, I should say my daughter's monster. What? It's a thing my daughter Simone built. What? See, my kid's a real technical whiz. She built an auto-ominous robo-traption to help with plowing and harvesting and the like. Worked real nice, too. Wow. Problem is, after she left, it blew a water tube and got violent. I'm pretty good with machinery, but when it comes to those newfangled electrics, I might as well be a dog trying to read Plato. So I locked it in the barn. I see. You're welcome to try your hand against it if you have a mind to, but please be careful. It's got a lot of sharp bits on it. There's the key. Well, I mean, we don't really have much other than to... Alright, let's try and fight this thing. Vicious stabbing. Oi! Dust devil. Well, I can lower your moxie, which is probably not a bad idea. So it has less hit points than the Scarecrow, but it also has physical armor. And I will take damage over time. I don't think I could win this fight, honestly. Oh well. Yeah, don't think that's a possibility, but I mean, we gave it a good try. You should have listened to Chekhov. I guess so. So, did we get any stats from that, or... No, we did not. Okie dokie. Right, well, seeing as that's not a possibility, unlock the barn. You hear the doors open and leave the key in the lock in case Elias wants to lock up again later. Oh! You have a recurring nightmares about searching for something out of these. Barrel? This is a nice barrel, but it wouldn't be nicer if it had anything in it. Ah! I don't have any kind of skills. Who? Fishing rod. Okay. Ooh. Based on the arrangement of objects around it, you conclude that this machine is for turning hay bales into loose hay. That is moving rather erratically. You're not going to get past the thing without destroying it. Destroy it, then. Okay. That's not so bad. 3 physical damage. It's basically dead. And thwack. Simone's monster is now just a pile of parts on the floor. Rest in parts. Okay. But... Oh, so I can buy them. Ugh. Well, I've seen one with Moxie and Mysticality. So I can buy either one of these. Let's go for muzzle just for the start. Ah! That's 3 muzzle. Oh! Test my fishing rod? Fishing rod? You didn't catch anything, but it was good practice. Oh, well. Alright, well, back to Chekhov it is. Hey, Elias. Tell me about the scarecrow. I had to beat up your scarecrow. Sorry. Well, I was leaving it behind anyhow. What'd you go and do a thing like that for? It shot at me with a gun. Oh, alright, that's perfectly reasonable then. So I don't... Well, my muzzle is slightly better. Oh, could I read this? Hangar sale. Yeah, I have to use Mysticality. Increase Mysticality. Moxie. It doesn't say what this coffee does. I don't have a crowbar or anything. Alright, let's keep on trucking. Ooh, hello. Looks like they drove this boxcar out here, then took the track away. Someone must have really hated this boxcar. Oh, hello. Full gas can. Okay. 1917 SIT class ring. A tarnished class ring from the Seaside Institute of Technology, adorned with a blue jewel supported by a pair of tiny carved badges. Everyone makes everyone think you attended SIT or mock someone who did. An open fire in an enclosed space. Classic. A cheerful-looking hobo toodles idly on a harmonica. Hi there, I'm Brain. Well, howdy there, neighbor. I'm Howie. Pleased to meet you. I'm not actually from around here, though. Well, the way I see it, the whole country's my home, so everybody's my neighbor. Well, that's nice. Either that or they're all trespassers who better get off my property. I'm just joshing your friend. Give us some jerky. What kind? Clam. It's a local delicacy. Huh. Sure, I'll have some jerky. Why not? Clam jerky. There you are. Can't buy the stuff myself. Like eating a dried slug but saltier. Come to think of it, that's exactly what it is. You're really selling me on this local delicacy. If you ask me, the locals are a bit weird. Okay, where are you from? Originally I'm from Hawaii, but I got bored of gorgeous tropical beaches and I decided to hit the trails. You rode the rails from Hawaii. Yep. Real challenging first-time trip for a first-time hobo, but I made it through all right. You ever think of going back? Well, they only got one track there, so it was a one-way trip. I might head back for a visit once they build the second one, though. Huh. Do you live here? Not permanent-like, but I've been camped out here a few days. All alone? Well, it used to be a bit livelier, but the boss sent the railroad bull to run everybody off. Railroad bull? You mean like a cop? Yeah, you could say that. I think you're still prowling around out back if you care to test a medal. They don't advise it, though. Is he packing heat? No, he's unarmed, but one of your arms might make a pretty good club once he gets it off of you. Any plans for the future? Well, word on the wall is that there's a camp forming in Ocean City. I figure I'll mosey on up there once this train lets up. Word on the wall? I never heard that phrase. Is it like through the grapevine? Yeah, similar. I see. Is this knapsack your only luggage? Oh, that ain't mine. That's been here since before I arrived myself. Nobody's been able to work out how to open the dang thing. If you can figure out the trick, you're welcome to it. You inspect the bag. It appears to be latched shut with one of those puzzles made out of bent nails and steel wire. Howie wasn't just harmonicking Dixie. I don't have the skills for that! All that! Ah! Topeka. You heard a lot of nice things about Topeka, but not 1,200 miles worth of nice things. Well, that's a bummer. Unless... Ooh, there's a strange plaque where Lydia was standing. Historic site. At this exact spot on the 13th of October 1908, the state's first mass-produced automobile, a Ford Model T purchased by Hiram O'Crollins, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, Lydia Barnsley. So apparently that woman you talked to a few minutes ago has been dead for exactly 20 years. So we're in 1928. Good, swell. Everything about this is great, and you aren't regretting this trip before you even arrived. So, we haven't found a fuse box. Oh! This pump is full of water instead of gas. Can I fish in it? There might be a fuse box. Should have known there weren't any fish in there. You can see the entire thing from here. God damn it. So I don't have a hose. Oh, hello, turtle. This turtle seems to be heading to Ocean City too. At this rate, it might beat you there. Name the turtle. What should I name the turtle? Well, seeing as this is inspired by Lovecraft, and though I know that turtle and tortoise aren't exactly the same thing, we are gonna name him Dagon. Surely that can't go wrong. Dagon the turtle. Each round, Dagon heals a random wounded ally by his mysticality. Oh! And what does Gideon do? Increases your muscle mysticality or moxie. Okay, so that's random. Ugh. Still, though, their lack of... I don't want to talk... do I really not have a way of clearing those things out? I suppose I could try the fight with the Dust Devil again. Because otherwise I don't have any way of gaining experience. But seeing as I do Moxie now, I should maybe do more damage. That's still not enough to take him down, but it's a start. All right, I'm gonna clam jerky muzzle. That's my basic attack. It's probably not a bad idea. Mysticality, I don't have anything that uses mysticality, so that's pointless. Cheese loaf, Moxie is usually, at least if going by the first game, that is also my ranged attack ability, which is currently my rock throwing. I suppose if I were to equip this, but I do have an already base in muscle. So if we eat this, now we have more muscle. We can actually start going around doing things. So let's. I think the first one was in the barn, yeah, because that was this. It's full of little glass bottles labeled Holland Tossed's Mythical Gasoline, 4 horses weak of limb and character. You uncork all the bottles and pour them into your gas can. Sorry, future sick horses. 2 moxie for that. Well, I mean, I also now would be able to open the door to that railroad bull. Ooh. Hello. Grimy spatula. Is that a melee weapon? I think it is. Mysticality plus physical damage. Muscle plus physical damage. Okay. Probably useful if I were to... How allows playing... It's a railroad bull, or how we told you about, although railroad minotaur is probably more accurate. Halt, trespasser! That has Manifest Destiny. Oh, that's a throwback. Manifest Destiny Railroad Company Minotaur intends to gore. 5 damage is a lot, but... Haha, now it's a little less. Plus I am thwacking away. Okay, he's fairly slow. Raining. Oh, I can actually just thwack him and that'll be done. Hooray! 5 XP. Gideon goes stronger. Oh, so does that mean that creatures only gain stronger if I use them? More gas. Still, I would rather want a fuse and... Can I talk to him about I killed that... I dealt with that railroad bull for you. You did? Well, now that's a real service to the hobo community. I ain't got nothing to offer you as a reward, but I surely won't forget this. No problem, Howie. I don't have the moxie. And I don't think that is enough to... Yeah, I only have 5. And these cost 15. Oh. So I don't believe that there is a way that... See, the healing is from the... The healing from the turtle is nice. But... Okay, what does the coffee do? Good grief, this coffee smells good. You can't bring yourself to drink it because you might really need some coffee later then. And I can only eat one thing at a time. Hold on, can I... Oh! I found this old ring. Hey, 17 SIT ring. I got one of these in faux emerald, but not faux sapphire like these. These are the ones I gave to junior varsity pigskinners. Got a little enchantment on them so the kids wouldn't get quite so many concussions. Probably worn off by now. Is it worth anything? Nah, not to a jeweler, pawnbroker or anything like that. 8-carat gold and the stones made of glass. A collector might give you 30 meat for it, such as myself if you're interested in selling it. 30 meat sounds fine. Pleasure doing business with you. Right. Well, it didn't do anything, really. And I doubt... We can see if we can take the fight with the turtle. So 3. So if I... Oh! So I actually can deal with him now because my strength is higher. Okay. Yeah, so it's not the healing that did it, it was actually my increase in stats. But it'll do. It's not important how we get the job done, just that we get the job done. That's still not enough to level up though. And I still don't have a crowbar! Okay. Dealt with the Dust Devil. I took care of the Dust Devil in your bedroom. Did you know? Well, thank you kindly, because it's a bit late for my purposes, but I imagine the next occupants will be grateful. Hope they didn't, that thing didn't rough you up too bad. It was a snap. No, it wasn't! So I can't help him find his teddy bear. I want to help this guy, because then I can get more experience. Oh, maybe out back, actually. No. And... just the old tractor. Oh. Maybe sit in it and pretend to be a farmer. Keep pretending to farm. Can I get more? Okay. Well, that was enough. That is enough to... yeah, I have 15. So I can... Nope, not Moxie. We'll go Moxie. Because... If we do that... Wasn't there a thing in here that required 2 Moxie to get? Or was that... Aha! Welding gloves. I reckon they just go straight on. Oh, that would have been useful. I don't know, maybe like... less than 3 minutes ago? Was there anything else that required Moxie? Yes, the knapsack. But I think that required 3. We do have the means of doing that, I think, though, so... Oh, hello. What was that? Ah! Crowbar! Haha! It's all coming together. And we can... cheese loaf? Yeah. Yes. Improved loafing. Hock. Little silver key. Ooh. Yeah, it's all coming together. Alright. Okay, there was nothing else in there. Oh. Somebody left a perfect good mason jar full of gasoline in here. Yes, you can overfill a gas can, as it turns out. The outskirts of Ocean City. I mean, 6 miles is a lot for outskirts. Alright. Haba. Ew! Spiders! Jar of gross old vegetables. Greasy baseball bat. You can tell these spiders are fighting or flirting. So this is not great. Poison. Ugh, I don't have anything against that. Oh, we do sleaze damage now. Alright, alright. A more dangerous spider. Blind spider. Well, I don't want a more dangerous blind spider to hit me. So I want to hit it first. Ooh, poison stacks. That's no bueno. But, I mean, he can't do anything because I out-damage you, sir. Wacko! Still just 5 experience, despite there were 2 of them. Alright. Alright. Not a fan of that, but... So where was that... lock... I mean, this one is just... Nope, not here. Why would it be in the bathroom? Oh yeah, that was just the books. Was it in the barn? No. Oh, right, it was at the mechanic shop. Kept forgetting that was a location, but that's largely because I didn't really have anything of interest there. Spark plugs. Use them. You know I would. Is that a fuse? Gas pump hose. Okie dokie. Not entirely what I... Look for a fuse. Aha! I know I could leave. Oh... Boop. I don't have 3 mysticality, and I don't have a way of gaining 3 mysticality either, because I currently have 1, and I don't have the experience to buy 1 more. Hold on. What does that say? Item drops, meat drops. That's not a bad one to get early on. %266% full gas. Let's see. What does... Okay. 1 mysticality. Every ball will be foul. Ha ha ha, yeah. So the crowbar could also work as a... What does these do? Reduce an enemy's mysticality, moxie, and moxie. Okay. Not a bad thing. Oh, I could use the fishing rod as... Well, why would I? Is there even a way to get all of the things? I reckon not. Seeing as... Really? Nothing else? And you are sure that those 2 spiders did not give me 10 experience? Which, I mean, that still wouldn't be enough, but... So far, my fishing have turned out nothing. Unless... no. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Well, gosh darn it. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Not with my stat line being as it is. Because my mysticality is only 1, and this raises it only by 1. And I don't think... Magical weapon. Yeah, I don't think these magic items will help raise my stats. So I'm a little confounded. And I can only have 1 food item, but well, okay. Is there something else at the gas station? I really don't think so. Okay, well, we're just gonna call it then. Now... Yeah, this can usually don't hold this much gas. Not sure how you did that, but well, whatever. I don't think I can do any more, so yeah, let's get out of here. Oh, now we got 10 experience. You climb back on the bus and return to your seat. Soon you're dozing off to the sound of rain spattering on the window beside you. Unfortunately, it's barely an approximation of sleep. The sort of sleep that you slip into so gradually that you don't even know that you're asleep until something wakes you up. Plonk at the street, and you realize that your meandering thoughts of the past few minutes have been utterly strange, shadowy tendrils of whispering ideas. Hey kid, this is your stop, right? That are now totally forgotten. What? All ashore, what's going ashore? Thanks for traveling Will's Bus Company. Right. Well, in the next episode, we shall enter the game proper. But until then, take care.